We wanted to discuss a different type of malware or malicious code. We wanted to discuss spyware, which is an invasion of privacy, and it's often bundled with a Trojan, as we discussed, the Trojans we discussed in the prior video. Now, in the case of spyware, what spyware will do is that it will collect what's termed PII. You're going to hear this acronym quite a bit. PII, and what it stands for is personally identifiable information. That would be your social security number, birth date, credit card information, etc. When spyware is loaded onto your computer, it's going to unfortunately gather a lot of information, and that's going to include PII. Some useful freeware may contain spyware. Some of us who are in the habit of installing free games and utilities may be a bit dismayed to discover that when we scan our computer, that it's full of spyware. Confidentiality, part of that CIA triad, which is a pillar of cybersecurity, is lost when our information is compromised. An aspect of spying also involves what's called keylogging, which is a term in itself. It's a type of malicious software or hardware. And what keylogging allows an attacker to do is capture your keystrokes on your keyboard and store them in a file. Spyware often includes a keylogger. Now we want to also define what a drive-by download is, because we're going to refer to this quite often. It's when a person downloads software willingly, but without clear knowledge of what they have downloaded. It can also refer to a download that occurs without a person's knowledge as a result of visiting a site or opening an email attachment or clicking a link. In this manner, Trojans are able to be installed that can operate as scareware, which we discussed before, spyware, ransomware, or a remote access Trojan. So we want to remember this term, drive-by download. Sometimes someone installs something willingly, but then something else installs, or they just go to a site and a download occurs. Adware. Now, interestingly enough, adware does not have to be malicious at all in the manner that spyware is. Today, many companies ask for consent in order to collect information about your purchases or the areas you visit on their site. They do sell this information. However, it can be intrusive, and sometimes it is unsolicited and unauthorized. There are times when we may visit a popular news site, and you may notice that you see all sorts of ads for items that either you did look at some point or you never looked at. This is likely the result of adware being installed on your computer without your consent. Some term this unauthorized adware spyware.